YouTube podcast world. What's up, family? You already know the name, Pays and Plays Podcast here. Going to be giving y'all week 2 NFL picks. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Listen, if you haven't already, check out the Instagram, Pays and Plays underscore podcast. I'll leave the link in the description. But, hey, we went 4-2-1 in our best bets. So if you don't know what that one is, it's a push. Perfect example. I had Dolphins -3. They won by 3. Didn't win, didn't lose. Got the money back. So lost the over to the Jags, Dolphins game. Lost to not the Bills, the Browns game. But other than that, right? Cardinals +7, that cashed. Steelers money line, that cashed. I'm losing my thoughts already. Patriots +9.5, that cashed. And Chargers on the money line. So there you go. 4-2-1. There you go. But let's get into week 2 real quick. All right, first game. I already got this as the best bet. So take it how you want on this one. Coming in right there and early. Miami Dolphins versus Buffalo Bills. Miami is -1.5. I got at -1 Sunday night. I'm taking Miami win the cover. I don't. That Bills team got lucky to win that game. They just lucky that the Cardinals is still a team that's trying to figure themselves out. Because Arizona did everything right. But, that's just how that goes in the NFL. And with Miami, they slouched a little bit, then they picked it up a little bit in the second half. Listen, we seen the video what happened with Tyreek Hill. I think that's more double ammo now. I mean, he already had a touchdown last game, but I think this is more double ammo. And when you're the Bills, y'all lucky Kyler Murray didn't see Marvin Harrison wide open on that last play. So that tells me y'all don't have a secondary, which, I mean, we already knew that. So, you got to worry about Tyreek Hill and Waddle. You got to worry about straight speed. And this secondary lacks speed. I'm just gonna say it like that, bro. And Miami defense actually isn't that bad. They're actually that everyone thought with Christian Wilkes gone that it was gonna be a problem with the D line. I mean, look, Phillips has been playing right. Pork Chop Robinson, he's been playing good, a rookie from Penn State. So they got some studs on that D line. You just wait for Chubb to come back eventually, but other than that, I think Poyer's on the Dolphins, right? So that's some double motivation for him as well. I just think the Bills this is the spot to catch the Bills vulnerable for real to not win this game. So I'm going Miami -1, making the best bet. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints going to Jerry World, take on the Cowboys. The Cowboys is -6.5. Uh, Initial thought is going to be Cowboys to win the cover. As much as I don't even confidently like saying that, but what they did last week was impressive. But also what the Saints did was also impressive too. So I think overall the best one will be to probably take the over because I think points will be scored on both sides. I mean, I could see, you know, the Cowboys in the 30s. I could see the Saints in the mid 20s and the over should hit. I think it was at 40. I think it was like at 47 last time I checked, if I'm not mistaken. Might be a little lower than that. But I will go with the over in this game because I do see points being scored. Next game, and you know what? You can make this a second official best bet. Why not? While we're here, just give it to you right then and there. Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Detroit, take on the Lions. Lions are -7. I got the Bucs to cover the +7. Lions to win. And should I wait till like the upset alert video to tell y'all why I think to go really big in depth? I just think after what I saw from the Lions and what I saw from the Buccaneers is just kind of we'll get more in depth to why I don't like the Lions to cover. But with the Buccaneers, after what I saw, offense looked like they didn't miss a beat. I think Baker Mayfield is trying to prove a point that last year wasn't just such a fluke. Mike Evans looked good. And the Lions on the other side, they got a great run game, but there's still some questions on defense. There's still some questions on coaching. But watch Upset Alert video because this will be the one. And you'll see why I explain more about the Lions on that one. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval County. Jaguars -3.5. Yeah, I got the Browns to win the cover. Too much. I don't really have a exact reason behind it. I just know the NFL is weird. Jaguars choked the whole 17-3 lead. Crazy. A lot of teams choked a lot of 17.3 leads this past week. So that's kind of shocking to me. But I guess we're just all hoping that Deshaun Watson just picks it up. I don't know. I really don't know at this point with Deshaun Watson. I think he's done. And I don't like saying that. I actually like Deshaun Watson throughout his career, but I think this is done. So I think I want to pick the Browns so bad because also Myles Garrett just got shut out the game plan last week. Like he just completely was just not involved. And against this Jags D line, O line correction, you should be able to dominate. So I'm pretty much hoping the defense does better. However, though, Jaguars, listen, Brian Thomas is a dog. I saw it firsthand. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits his props again. I think his props was only at 41.5 last week. So expected to be about damn near 50, 60. But uh, they do have a gem with Brian Thomas. It's just the run game is just ETN was right there to score a touchdown against the Dolphins, bro, and he couldn't carry. He didn't hang on to the ball for an extra half a yard. It just tells you about this team. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Ravens, Baltimore. Baltimore -9.5. Raiders to cover. Ravens to win. It's just 9.5 is a lot, but like I said, when you have to bake Gardner Minshew to be your quarterback, yeah, that's not really the best idea. But I mean, listen, they played the Chargers tough. It was just quarterback play, man. And I think with Baltimore, they got to win this game, right? They got to get Derrick Henry more involved. But remember when I was saying I thought he was washed, right? Because I mean, he didn't do other than that one little touchdown from the 1 yard line, right? Which schematically, right, he should be able to get that, right? Other than that, what else did he do? Okay. They just need to get him involved, bro. I don't understand. This is a team they should dominate. And I will say, looking at all of these numbers, this week I might have to do a teaser. I don't do parlays like that, but I might have to do a teaser for you guys because a lot of these lines do seem like you can tease. Like if you pick Baltimore, I would tease it. If you got 6 or 7, I would tease that down to where you got a lot more points. Because 9.5, bro, you're pretty much hoping this team has to win by 10 points. And that's never a guarantee in the NFL. But the Ravens initially, my thoughts, like I said, I thought I got them to win, but I think the Raiders do slightly cover. Next game, make this another best bet. Why not? Why not? Why should I keep making this video? No, why not? Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots. Go ahead and put this down. I got Seahawks -3. I love what I saw from Seattle. I love the way Mike McDonald is a coaching. I loved it. Okay. They got to push at 6, and depending on wherever you got the number at, they might have covered. But Patriots, they look good ish. But see, I told y'all about Cincinnati. This is what Cincinnati does, though, right? So I already told y'all about what they do. I think that was a big win for New England. However, whenever you have a big win, the next week is always going to be a big disappointment. So I'm going with the Seahawks because I just think that they're still in a ooh and ah that they won against the Bengals. So, I like what I mean, they got a better offense. Let's just be quite honest. Both defenses will be good. And they both got two quarterbacks that don't really want to turn the ball over. But I'm gonna trust Geno Smith a little bit more before I trust Jacoby Brissett. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Minnesota Vikings. So depending on wherever you get the number at. All right, I see 5.5 somewhere, and I see 6. Regardless, though, I'm taking 49ers to win the cover. After what I saw last night, I don't think you should be fading this team against mediocre teams. And I don't trust Sam Darnold, and I don't like Sam Darnold. I've been saying it, and congrats if he beat the Giants, but the Giants are really much nothing to me. 49ers, though, they won without Christian McCaffrey. I mean, they dominated the run game without. This is what I say about Shanahan systems. You can go back from Mike Shanahan, even to his son Kyle Shanahan, right? It don't matter who the running back is, bro. They can plug and play because they zone run blocking scheme is it's so perfect. I will admit that it was amazing to see what I saw, and the defense was actually good. They stepped up against the Vikings. We know their weapons is. I mean. Come on, man. This team doesn't even have a secondary. So the fact that Danny Dimes didn't even take advantage of this, I can see Brock Purdy taking advantage of all the weapons that he has too. So give me 49ers. It's a borderline best bet. I don't like high favorites like this, but this is very borderline for me. Next game, we got the LA Chargers traveling to Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers. Panthers plus 6.5. Yeah, that started number at 4.5. I didn't take it. I went to Chargers. With this line, I'm staying away. But I would say Chargers to win, Panthers to cover. Not really too much science behind it. This Panthers offense sucks. I mean, I saw the stat line at one point. I think going towards the second quarter, Bryce Young went 0 for 2, and they were already down by 21 points, damn near. That's I want to give Bryce Young opportunities and chances, bro, but it ain't looking good. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. But I think after that butt whooping, they may be a little bit more better. And the Chargers, they had their flaws too. They barely squeaked out that win against the Raiders. That game was a lot closer if you watched the game like I did, because I had them on the money line. So that game was a lot more closer than it should have been. The passing game is definitely going to be a little bit of a flaw, but they rely on the run game a lot. And with Carolina, actually, they can't actually defend the run pretty good. They just got dog walked on as far as through the air. I just didn't think they expect Derek Carr to do that. Um, so my thing with the Panthers is if you can go all in on stopping the run, I know you got Justin Herbert you're going to be going up against, but the weapons is a little mid. So I think they have an opportunity to keep this game close because it is still the second week of the season. Come on now. Next game we got. But my little cousin gonna see this and actually gonna be crazy, and I'm going with this game. But the Indianapolis Colts against the Green Bay Packers. Packers plus 3.5. I got the Colts to win the cover. Jordan Love isn't playing. This is all I'm gonna say. Jordan Love isn't playing. Malik Willis is playing. Do what you please with that. I'm going on to the next game, bro. I can't watch Malik Willis after that last play. I can't. Next game, we got the New York Giants. Danny Pennies at the Washington Commanders. Commanders 2.5 point favorites. This is so close. I'm this close for saying another best bet. Commanders to win the cover. I can't trust Danny Pennies no more, bro. The Vikings was the best team that I thought you could have beat. Jaden Daniels, yes, they. I mean, that was his rookie start, but I mean, he had some flashes towards the end of the game. I think he has it's either Danny Dimes, well, Danny Pennies, that's his name for the rest of the year until he does something. It's either Danny Pennies or it's Jaden Daniels as a rookie. I take Jaden Daniels at this point. They got the better players on offense too, even though they got Red Jahan Dotson, bro. Better defense. Well, mine's secondary, but both secondaries suck, right? I'm just going with the Commanders. I just trust Quinn because Quinn already knows about how to defend Danny Pennies, right? So I'm just gonna go with Dan Quinn, who has the experience of coaching against this guy in the division, and I'm going with the Washington Commanders to win and cover. Next game, we got the New York Jets traveling to Nashville, take on the Titans. Titans plus 4. I got the Jets to win the cover. They bounced back after what happened Monday night. The 49ers are good, so I can't be mad that they got blew out to a degree. But the Jets bounced back this week. The Titans, Will Levis choked that. Well, it wasn't all just Will Levis. That pick six was him, but that team still needs a lot of work because they were actually, and it's crazy they were covering, right? If they didn't throw a pick six and didn't have a block punt return for a touchdown, if they would have eliminated one of those mistakes, they would have still won this game. So you're playing against one of the best defenses in the league. Yes, they're still one of the best defenses, bro. Then and listen, this is what I need people to understand about defenses. Not all the time defense can get a pick six, a scoop and score, or whatever, right? They're more sometimes about field position and trying to make sure the team don't score. But when you're constantly on the field, on in and on out, and on in and on out, over and over and over, eventually your defense is going to kind of collapse. Because I mean, how much can they hold up with no points on the offensive side of the ball? So this game, they wake up though. Aaron Rodgers has a good game. I expect a good game for the whole team overall. I'm taking the Jets -4. Next game, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling a mile high. Take on the Broncos. Broncos +3. Mm, my initial thoughts say take the Broncos to win the cover. And it's only because I don't know if the Steelers are going to play Russell Wilson. That's just really the concern. We saw what they did with, which I thought with Justin Fields, it wasn't bad, but they didn't score a touchdown. So that's also how I look at it. It's crazy. You can score what? They scored what, 6 field goals, and I mean they still won the game comfortably, right? You know, the real old school 2000 style defensive football, which I'm not mad at it. It works. But Bo Nix did look kind of impressive, even though they did lose. But we knew Seattle had a good well, they got a good defensive mind with McDonald. So I mean, with Tomlin, I don't think it makes it no better. Minus, you know what? I'm gonna stay away from this game because see now I'm having second thoughts. So I'm gonna stay away from that Steelers Broncos game unless you're taking the under is like 36.5. So I don't want no signs of this game. Next game, you got the next two games, prime time games, and then that's it. You got the Chicago Bears, the Bears. You got to traveling to Houston, take on the Texans. Texans -6.5. I'm taking Texas to win the cover. This Bears team, I know everyone hypes up Caleb Williams, and and this is what I was telling people to slow down on the hype. Guy didn't even throw for 100 yards. Like come on, didn't even throw for 100 yards. That's automatically a red flag to me, right? You didn't throw 100 yards, bro. Jay Daniels threw 100 yards, right? Bo Nix threw at least 100 yards. Y'all get the point, right? And I said it with the Bears, bro. He got bailed out because of what the defense happened to do and the special teams unit. Offense didn't win this game. So while I see on social media everyone saying Caleb Williams, they won the game because they didn't win the game because of Caleb Williams. Let's slow that down. They did not win because of him. Texas on the other side, they won a hard fought game. If you had it at -1, -1.5 early in the year, you cover that too. If you got that 2.5, you definitely got hit. You got burned by the hook. I see them doing good in this game because I mean, listen, Bears just have to understand that Caleb Williams is going to be a project throughout all the season. It's always going to be a learning process. By the way, I do think all quarterbacks, rookie quarterbacks, will learn a whole lot this month. And then I think maybe the next month you'll see a lot of them doing a lot more better. But right now, Texas got it. They got the defense. Well, that was a close game, it's close, but they got the defense. They got the offense. And this is a team that actually got a lot of weapons, similar to the Titans, but a better quarterback. So I don't see Stroud throwing pick sixes. I don't see D'Amico Ryan's team being undisciplined in the secondary in the special teams. I see them being doing pretty good at home, even though it's a prime time game. I'm not usually the one to take prime time games, but this is the one where I might consider it. So give me Houston to win and cover the -6.5. And lastly, Monday Night Football. We got Atlanta Falcons, A-Town, traveling to brotherly love, Philly. They play on the Eagles. Eagles -6.5. Eagles to win the cover. Eagles to win in the cover, bro. I mean, this Falcons team, bro, is still to me a joke. It's just Kirk Cousins look ruggish. He look rusty. And this is why I say sometimes you have to play preseason games, bro. You just have to have a team and you're not acclimated. Atlanta, they gave up some plays in that secondary, man. Other than, AJ Terrell, they secondary is still poop. And when you got to worry about Hurts and them 3, 4 receivers, bro, and then Saquon can do it all too. They got like the best run pass balance you could probably argue in the NFL, other than San Fran. I'm going with Philly to win and cover this one, man, and we'll call it a day on that one. You guys like the content, pass the word around, subscribe, all that. I'm gonna go ahead and look into this upset alert video because when I got the pin out, it's gonna be time to start looking to some upsets. So be in tune for that. As always, guys, let's get this money and be safe.